The Yelnats family of Green Lake, Texas, believes that their bad luck is due to their ancestor Ilya's broken vow to fortune teller Madame Zeroni more than a century ago in Latvia. One day, baseball great Clyde Sweet Feet Livingston donates a pair of sneakers to a charity. Stanley Yelnats IV is falsely accused of stealing the sneakers and is sentenced to 18 months in Camp Green Lake, a juvenile detention camp, instead of jail time. The camp is situated in an arid lake bed with an abundance of poisonous yellow-spotted lizards and no rain. Stanley is introduced to camp counselor Dr. Pendanski, warden Louise Walker, and her assistant, Mr. Sir. Prisoners dig holes in the desert every day. They go by nicknames such as Zero, Zigzag, Armpit, Squid, X-Ray, and Magnet. If they discover anything intriguing inside the holes, they could get the day off. Stanley becomes admitted into the club and given the moniker Caveman after discovering a fossil and a golden lipstick tube with the initials KB. Stanley assumes responsibility after Magnet snatches Mr. Sir's sack of sunflower seeds and leads him to Walker's cabin. Stanley learns that KB stands for Catherine Kissin Kate Barlow, an outlaw who his great-grandfather dealt with, after finding old wanted posters and newspapers within. Walker gives Stanley permission to go back to work after attacking Mr. Sir for his pointless report. Through a sequence of flashbacks, the past of Camp Green Lake is revealed as a thriving lakeside town in the 1800s. Sam, an African-American onion vendor who assists Kate in fixing up her schoolhouse, and Kate have a romantic relationship. Envious, affluent Charles Trout Walker leaks the news that he and the other woman are kissing, and the town's residents murder Sam and set fire to the schoolhouse. Kate turns as an outlaw in revenge, tracking down Walker's soldiers and gaining notoriety by kissing the men she kills. Green Lake begins to dwindle as her legend gains traction because of the lake's abrupt disappearance. Stanley Yelnats Sr., the son of Ilya, is one of Kate's victims. He is taken from his gold chest and abandoned to fend for himself in the desert. Years later, Kate faces the now bankrupt Walkers one more time. She promises that neither Walker nor his heirs will discover her hidden wealth before letting herself be fatally attacked by a reptile. Pendanski makes fun of Zero, whose true name is Hector Zeroni, in the present, but Zero hits Pendanski with a shovel and runs away. Stanley thinks for a while before looking for Hector. Without water, the two find it tough to survive in the desert. In the end, Stanley helps the sick Hector up the mountain, where they discover a field of wild onions and a water source, which helps them recover. Simultaneously, Stanley unintentionally lifts the curse and keeps his ancestors' promise to the fate teller. Hector tells Stanley while they are sleeping on the mountain that he grabbed Livingston's sneakers and threw them over the bridge to get away from the police, but Stanley's head was hit by them by accident. Before Walker, Mr. Sir, and Pendanski find them, Stanley and Hector investigate the hole where Stanley found the lipstick and find a chest. They then return to the camp. They quickly find out that Walker, the granddaughter of Trout, has been utilizing the prisoners to look for Barlow's riches. Because Stanley and Hector previously consumed onions, the lizards in the hole do not bite them, making it impossible for the adults to take the chest from the boys. Perplexed, the parents bide their time until the lizards murder the lads. The next morning, the Attorney General and Stanley's lawyer arrive, followed by a Texas Ranger. The chest Stanley recovered is discovered to have belonged to his namesake great-grandfather. Pendanski, who is posing as a doctor, gets caught along with Walker and Mr. Sir, who is actually Marion Civillo, a paroled felon. For the first time in more than a century, rain falls in Green Lake after Stanley and Zero are set free. The chest, containing promissory notes, deeds, and jewels, is acquired by the Yelnats family. They give this to Hector, who uses it to pay detectives to locate his mother, who vanished, and the two families enjoy comfortable lives as neighbors.